two and a half. It's two couples and a gentleman that are meeting. That just recently, it's kind of a long story, but we're used to people leaving the church. That's part of it. But they were very, I don't know, there were some very big discard sowers, and one of the gentlemen that we dismissed was on video taking cash out of an offering a while back, and that's neither here nor there. So they've been having these weird meetings, and what concerned me was some of the people that they're kind of yoked up with that really don't even come to our church. They keep spreading this. We have an adoption foundation at our church, for example. We've given like $1 million literally to adopt babies.
Oh, that's awesome.
So these people started this crazy QAnon nonsense that were actually using the money to traffic children, and which totally miffed my spirit, right? And so I'm like, okay, are these people involved in something, or are they doing something at this table to try to set us up so his embezzlement don't come? But in the video, you see a little bit of a clip first. The guy turns his phone around, shows the other guy. They laugh a little bit. You can't see it, but then he turns the phone to the black gentleman beside him, and you can make the video bigger. There's no sound, and it's clearly, I watched it 15 times to make sure I wasn't crazy. It's a little Caucasian boy. He's probably 6 years old, and he's got duct tape across his mouth. Okay. And the guy and he turns his phone down and puts it on the face down on the table, and they just all start laughing for the next 5 or 10 seconds, and then the video just goes on, and then it ends. Somebody, I guess, either in our church or is directly related to somebody in our church, saw him in there and just said, I'm just going to take a video. And it just so happened to be at that moment when they took it.
Oh, so it's somebody recorded that without them knowing about it, I guess.
Somebody recorded it at the restaurant.
So it wasn't, okay. So it wasn't a response to a video of that, like with the internet where people will watch videos.
They just picked up their phone and said, hey, here's these people over here. And then it just so happened to be they were looking at the phone with the little boy on it at that time.
Gotcha. When did this happen?
Today at Oscar's, a little Mexican restaurant in Providence. Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? It's on my phone. I don't want to be liable for it. I'm calling the police.
I got you. And you, like I said, have you got a copy of that video?
Yes, sir. I do. Okay. It's in my. They sent it to me on my messenger at Facebook.
Would you be by chance be able to email that to us?
Yeah, I'm sure I could.
We could look at it. And then who is the gentleman that you're referring to? That was over the church.
Oh, the people in the videos?
Yes.
It's Greg and Lisa Borchers.
Do you know the spelling on that last name?
Borchers. Greg and Lisa. They live over by the goat.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Matt and Jen Rockwell. Rockwell, or the other couple, and Matt is the one that has the phone in his hand that turns it around and shows it to Greg and Lisa, and then to the black gentleman, and his name is Brian.
Do you know what Brian's last name is?
I could find out, but I'm not sure just right offhand. He's kind of new, but he came with them, kind of in the whole weird timing.
Do you know where Matt's staying at by chance?
Matt and Jen live here in Mount Juliet. I could find out where. I'm sure it's like in our new members.
We can do some digging and just make sure that they were local to us. And just while I've got you on the phone, do you have phone numbers for any of these people? For Greg or Matt?
I do. I don't for the Rockwells. I've only ever given them my email. They don't want to burn me up because I felt a little weird about them when they first started coming.
Yeah.
But for Greg,
can you spell Matt? I'm sorry. Can you spell Matt and Jen's last name again? Rockwell. Is it Rockwell?
Yes. Okay.
Right.
They're from. Greg's been here a good while. Greg Borchers has been here a good long while. Matter of fact, he did something with Metro some years ago. Or, well, I take that back. He always said that he did something with Metro, and so he keeps a badge in his wallet to try to get himself out of tickets and all that stuff. And so I always got tired of him playing cop all the time. I'm like, you're not a cop, bro. Don't do that. You can get in trouble. And so I don't know. Like I said, it may have nothing to do with anything. And once the video comes in, it's a video that you can put your fingers on and clearly make it bigger. And once you make it bigger and he turns that phone around the second time, it's clear as a bell. And it may be nothing, but my question is, who would even laugh about that? I mean, I could barely watch The Sound of Freedom without crying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, Yeah, there's crazy people out there.
Yeah.
So once I can get a copy of that video, it'd be best to email that, and
Okay.
I can give you the email for Detective Fouch, who will be kind of the lead on this with me looking into this. So it's the letter P, the letter FOUTCH at MT Juliet, so Mount Juliet tn.gov. So pfouch at mountjuliet-tn.gov.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, yeah, if you can shoot that to him in an email, like I said, we'll look at it. We also have a TFO, a task force officer assigned through our investigative division that's tasked with the Homeland Security Corporation, and what they do through that is dealing with sex crimes and human trafficking and CSAM material with child predators. And she is fantastic, and we'll definitely be notifying her of this as well. She's actually in training tomorrow. But we will let her know as well. And we'll get that video and see if that's something that's anything on their radar that they see, if it's circling around, or if it's, if that's the first time they've seen anything like that. Then that means that somebody must have been making the video. But I'm with you. I don't understand how people can laugh at things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. That wasn't a meme, you know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
clearly a picture. I don't understand how somebody would just smirk and laugh at that. That was disgusting.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, we'll get that to you.
Like I said, we'll do some digging on these names and go out and interview these people and figure out what the deal with it was. What time was that at Oscars? In case we need to go pull video or something of them being in there.
I'm thinking I like 2:00 today.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were supposed to. It's really a weird deal. They totally hate our church at this point. They eviscerate us for anything because he doesn't like the fact that he got caught stealing money, right? And I never even told anybody. It was not a big deal. I just said he didn't really because he was working for us. But it's weird because there were two other people. We knew the meeting was going to happen. We just thought it was going to be about, hey, let's just show up and eviscerate Locke in the church, right? We didn't know this other stuff was going to happen,
right?
Because I had no idea that nobody was going to be there recording it either. And so it was just weird. It was just weird timing. And so I don't know.
Right. So.
I just wanted to report it. You know what I'm saying? There were two other people that were supposed to be there, and for some reason, both of them bailed and did not show up, and they were clearly like on their way. Because one of the guys is like very antagonistic, and so he was like sending screenshots. He lives in Kentucky, and he was like messaging me last night at like midnight, showing me that he's in Nashville. I'm on my way, and it's about to all go down, and your time is up, and all this. And I'm like, what in the world? This guy's crazy. But he bailed on the meeting. He didn't show up.
I got you.
So I don't know. I just told him don't come back to the church because we'll trespass you.
Matt and Jen's the one that took the video.
Yeah, let me make sure I got this straight. So Greg and Lisa were at Oscars today looking at the video with Matt, or did Matt who filmed it on from your church?
Who filmed them?
Yeah, who got the camera out?
That I would have to find out. I don't know.
They
sent it to our head of church security, and he messaged it to me. He said, "Hey, Pastor, I want you to see this. Do with it what you will." Yeah. So he sent it to me. So I'm not sure who was in Oscars that actually recorded it. I'm sure I can find out.
If it's not going to be too much trouble to dig in on that, you can shoot that to Detective Fouch as well.
Because you can tell that it's like showing their plate, and then they kind of go up real slow, and then you can tell they didn't want people to know they were recording.
They were being sneaky about it. But I would like to talk to them as well, just because they were right there and saw it happen and get their perspective on it.
Yep.
So if it's not going to be too much trouble or work, and it won't cause too much of an uproar, if you could do some digging on that. Like I said, you've got Detective Fouch's email. You can email him information on that going forward. And like I said, the number that I'm calling you on now is for Detective Fouch as well. We're in his office right now. Just was trying to make heads or tails of this and get us some people to go talk to and figure out what the heck's going on with this. So.
Gotcha. Give me that email one more time because my pen's kind of running out. I want to make sure I got it just right.
Gotcha. It's the letter P, Fouch, FOUTCH, at MTJuliet, JULIET, -TN.gov. So pfouch at mountjuliet-tn.gov.
Okay, got it.
And like I
Dash,
said,
not backslash.
yeah.
Yes. Oh, I know Paul Fouch. Okay, cool. Okay, guys, I got
And
you.
if anything, if for whatever reason the email or something doesn't go through, we can follow up tomorrow afternoon or something if we hadn't heard from you. So,
Okay.
and like I said, like to see that you get that video and just kind of look at it and see. Like I said, we'll forward it up to our contacts at Homeland Security, Child Exploitation Division, to see if that's a video that's circulating the internet, which isn't good, obviously, but that tells us that it wasn't made by them. Because the worst case is that's something that they're unaware of, and that means that somebody's making that.
Yeah, it looks more like a still shot picture.
Yeah,
that is
and like I said, they have all kinds. And you said your experiences with human trafficking stuff. They have all kinds of stuff on the internet that can search and go through all that material and see where that stuff originated from, and kind of track them down that way. I hope this isn't something that's going on in our city. So. But these guys, well, I don't want to go on period, but I know the reality of the world that we live in, and it's tough. But like I said, we definitely need to sit down and talk with Greg and Lisa and say, hey, what's going on with this? So, and figure out anything further. Pastor Locke, you got any questions for us this evening?
No, I don't believe so. I just, like I said, it was on my phone, and I just felt accountable to it. And I said, I'm going to just let the law enforcement know.
I got you. When do you think you can email that video?
I'll do it tonight.
All right.
I'll do it tonight.
Fantastic.
And I said, like I said, the first time he turns around, you won't know nothing. But when he shows the black gentleman, once you zoom in, you can clearly see it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, if we hadn't heard from you or hadn't got that email, by after lunch tomorrow or whatnot, we'll give you a call back, okay? Just to make sure that we get the copy of it. So.
Okay. Yeah. And just so you know, so Matt will be the one holding the phone. Greg is the one across from him in the hat and the tank top.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good, sir. I think.
All right, my friend. Thanks for getting back with me.
I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.